Welcome. My name is Fensitter. I'm the most hated person in Twitter. Today we're playing Minecraft again. If you're confused about that intro, bro, I always forget about these and they make like a weird ghostly sound and I'm scared that I'm gonna get touched by Hero Brian. Now, if you're confused about the intro, it's because I opened Twitter just for like a little bit before, I started this video to doom scroll just a little bit. And then I saw One Piece fans and Jujutsu Kaisen fans just going at each other talking about, this guy does it better, that guy does it better, like Oda and I don't know the name of the other guy. Look guys, I'm a nerd, but I'm not like a huge geek, okay? I haven't watched the most recent season of Jujutsu Kaisen, not because I don't want to. I just stopped watching anime and the only one that I've ever really caught up to is One Piece. I still have so much that I have to watch. I think I made like a whole video talking about it, or had a whole section dedicated to it in an earlier video where I said that there's so much anime that I need to finish. I just haven't picked up on. But so far, I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen is great. It's amazing. Again, I would probably pick it up at some point. I just have other things that I would prefer to be doing. If it's not like videos, then it's music or watching YouTube videos. I like both. I don't know why we have to compare. I think both of them are great. I love One Piece. One Piece is my second favorite anime of all time. Anyhow, that's not the topic for today's video. Also, there's 3 days left until I reach 100 days of playing Minecraft every single day and making a video on it. And on day 100, I will fight the Ender Dragon and it will mark the ending of these kinds of videos. And then I'm going to move on to something else, Minecraft Hardcore, weekly uploads. That's going to be the plan. We'll probably discuss more about that in tomorrow's video. I think we're gonna make the preparations to get to the end. It could literally be around here or it could be extremely far away. I have no idea. So in tomorrow's video, I think that's when we're gonna make the steps to get there and prepare and everything. Make a lodestone compass because I might come back and even do more preparations tomorrow. So that's gonna be tomorrow's video. In today's video, I'm gonna go look for more of these type of flowers because they gave me magenta dye and that's the one that I need. The reason why I want magenta dye is because either I'm gonna replace the water fountain or I'm gonna build a whole new one while probably removing this as well. Whatever I'm gonna do, I wanna do that and encase it with magenta stained glass and like pink stained glass and make an area so I can place the Ender Dragon egg. I don't think we're gonna get to doing that in this video because I only got 3 of those flowers and they're not nearby, I don't think. So instead, I'm just gonna be yapping today. I don't know about what. I'm gonna figure it out in a second while I walk to the area that I need to walk to. But I do need a pink dye. I do apologize for not really having a idea or main thing for this video, or anything ready for this video. It's just that I've been picking up my main channel video again, something that I haven't been doing for almost a week and a half, since the last time I touched the script, which is not good because I was essentially at the beginning still. But I was playing a lot of Minecraft, and once I get to Minecraft Hardcore, I will play a lot of it to get enough footage to make at least a 30-minute video every single week, like something that you can kind of like sit down, eat and watch, or you kind of have on the side and don't expect to be changing videos often. At least that's what I like to do. I like to find videos where I wouldn't be having to pay much attention. I could just leave it on for a good while. Did I just stumble upon a village? I think I did. Hold on, what? Oh wait, what? I accidentally got close to the one village near my XP farm. I wasn't even trying to do that. I was just walking around. Yesterday I was thinking, I was having a memory of the past. Sometimes we do that, we think about the past. And I was like, all right, I remember those times where, back then technology wasn't as accessible, at least to the average person. Now everybody has a phone. You could be very, very, very poor and still somehow get a phone because just how much years it's been. But back then, getting a phone wasn't like that common, and even then, like the phones weren't great either. They were just to talk to people. But I remember back then when like either I would have a project or my sister would have a project for like school, we'd go to the library, and the library had computers, and if you had a card, you could rent out the computer for 30 minutes. And I remember like, well, my sister got like the books that she needed and would read. She wouldn't like actually take them out, but she would like read them over there. Then I would like use the computers, and I used to play like a lot of games. I think it was like YA games. There's like another one that I liked. It was like this screen that had like a lot of games you can pick from. I mean, that's pretty much every website that had games like that, but like it was like a specific one that we used to play at school as well. It's been a very, very, very long time. But I was just thinking about that. There's a lot of things that kind of just forgot about, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I used to do that, or it's a lot of cool things from back then. I'm like, damn, these kids won't experience this stuff. I mean, I don't know if schools makes the younger generation go to a library anymore. I don't know if they do that. I mean, pretty much you can find anything nowadays on the interwebs. I think I talked about this before, but time doesn't even feel real if that makes sense. Like it's a bit strange. We're already in 2026. To me, it was already unbelievable that we were in 2025. Like I would often forget, like, oh yeah, we're in 2025, and now that we're in 2026, it's just like, really? Are you sure we're still not in 2022? Like I talked about this. I think it was the end of the year's video for 2025. I think it was titled "I Won't Miss 2025," and there's a good reason for that. I won't regurgitate it anymore. You know, that left that year, but life just feels like, for me, it ended in 2022, and I've just been living the same day since then. I mean, I have lived a lot more life, you know. Ooh, and wait, what? An LA? Oh yeah, the pillager. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I looked up their names. They're LAs. They're pretty much like the trash version of the Copper Golem, but they're cool. So you know what? They're valid. Also, if you're confused, I already rated the pillager outpost. It was mid. It had nothing. But anyway, yeah, like I have technically lived the most amount of life after 2022. Like when I went to college, you know, it was my first time for a lot of things. You know, I think 2022 was the last year that I can say, oh yeah, it was a good year. You know, there was no BS, no problems. And I guess like it was bound to happen. That's something that I did talk about. Is like, I feel like you get toughened up by bad situations, and it's good, but also it's bad if you're not used to really bad situations happening early in your life. Like I think that the best thing you can kind of experience is gonna sound weird, and maybe I'm not gonna explain it properly, but I think it's best for you to go through rough patches in your life at a young age, so you can have the maturity and the toughness, mental toughness, to be able to go through it when you're older. Because when you're not used to like certain stuff like that, when you get older, it almost feels like your life is essentially over at any moment, when it's really not. It's just, okay, you're going through a really tough time in your life, you can get through it, you know. And there's also realizing that you don't have control. I wish I'd had control over everything. Like sometimes like I would have maladaptive daydreaming about it, where I'm like, you know, have like a genie or something where I can like control every single aspect of my life and everything, and just, I guess, make everything in life easier for me, and I can get everything I ever wanted, you know, the snap of a finger type of thing. But that's just not the reality. The reality is that life, especially in the you know, in my goals and my aspirations and all that, it's about luck, but you also have to put in the work. Because I would say that in another world, in another universe, right, I would have already had a lot of subscribers right now. I would expect to have an audience. I would probably have more energy because I know that I'm talking to a wider audience. But reality is, I don't even have a single person watching these videos. At least not, you know, I don't expect it when I upload a video, you know. And I'm not complaining. It's not like that's all I want. I do enjoy making these videos, which is why I'm still doing it after 97 days. Sure, I am switching to something new, but I have to try things out. I can't just keep doing this hoping that one day it works, because I'm older now. I'm an older individual. I don't have the luxury of time, because I'm essentially asking people to put their trust in me that I'm gonna make something out of myself. I have to show results at some point in time, I think. I'm saying that because I understand that some people, if you ever binge watch these videos, you'll notice that it's something that I bring up often, where I say, oh, this is not working, this, you know what I mean, stuff like that. It is a fear that I have, don't get me wrong. It's a fear, and I understand that you shouldn't go into something with a mindset of, I have to make money out of this. I get it. You don't enjoy things like that. That's why I stopped dropping music. I had to take a step back and realize that I enjoy the process of, whoa, hello there. You can't just spawn in front of me, bro. That's weird. You have to enjoy what you're making for you to do it long term. And I actually am enjoying this Minecraft thing. I really am. And that's why I want to switch to hardcore mode. If I wasn't enjoying it, I would have just quit and then put all my effort into the main channel, which technically earns more views, or I at least expected to make more views. I actually do enjoy playing this. You know, it's really fun. Which is why, again, like, I'm gonna move on to something else. But yeah, I have to constantly keep trying, and hopefully, you know, things work out, see how everything goes. Anyways, I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. If you have a dream, make sure to do it. Make sure to follow it. Be consistent. Always strive to do more, but don't beat yourself up if you do less. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.